Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So if you haven't seen my previous video where I did give a background knowledge, like a quick background knowledge of this particular story that I want to talk about now, you can go and check it out, about the popular Nigerian gospel music minister Sammie Okposo, who got his side chick based in the United States pregnant and refused to take responsibility of his actions. So if you like to have like a background knowledge of what the story is about, you can check my previous video, then you can come and watch this one. Particular video is going to be me breaking down the story and just like giving my opinion about it. I hardly give opinions about stories like this, but I am particular about this one because I am a gospel person. I have this respect for anyone who is regarded as a gospel minister, so I have this respect for them. I particularly love Sammie Okposo as well, and I've been under his ministration several times, and he's this music minister that whenever he ministers, the whole place is on fire, people are dancing, people get blessed and all of that. I love his kind of ministration and his music, so I have this particular interest in this story. So if you like to have a background knowledge, you can check my previous video. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down some of the things she said and giving my opinion about it. So if you're new to the channel, you're most definitely welcome. My name is Becky and this is Becky Culture TV. Here I share content that evolves around people, events, and places. So if that sounds like what you like to see, feel free to become a Becky Culture family member by clicking on the subscribe button, and also click on the notification bell so you can get free notifications whenever I make a new upload here. If you're already a family member, then you know I love you so much. Thank you for clicking on this video to watch. So I would like to start by saying that Sammie Okposo is a married man, married to a beautiful and successful lady called Ozioma Okposo. From what I have gathered online, both of them do not have any child yet, but Sammie does have a daughter. He has a daughter before getting married to Ozioma Okposo. He has a daughter for Gloria Ibru, who is also a musician, and they have a daughter named Alula Okposo. She's around 19 years. And I think Gloria Ibru and Alula Okposo are also into music as well. So yeah, I just need to establish that. Yeah, so Sammie has been married to his wife for about 11 years or thereabouts. And yeah, let's just get right into the story. The young lady came live online to declare that she is pregnant for Sammie Okposo. She is identified as African doll, and she says she's pregnant for Sammie Okposo, and she has tried to contact him to let him know the situation, and he has refused to behave matured and accept the responsibility for what they both did. So she said that because from what Sammie Okposo posted online, his post came after the lady had come online to expose everything, which seemed kind of fishy to me, because when you read his post, it will come across to you like he's trying to say it was spontaneous, like it was a mistake. When someone makes it look like, oh, it was a mistake, like a temptation and all of that. But from what the lady is saying, I don't think that was the situation, because she said they've been meeting several times. Like it wasn't just a one-time thing. She said they met during one of his ministrations. She said she has been admiring Sammie, online when he ministers and all of that. And that when they met during one of his ministration, after that they were contacting themselves through Instagram, and Sammie, showed interest to meet her again, after which they got into a relationship where they met several times and got intimate with each other. So, but when Sammie was posting on his Instagram, he made it sound like it was like a mistake or anything, which is not true from what the lady said, because they were together several times, and she said they were in their right state of mind. She even said that there were times where she felt guilty about the whole thing, about the relationship that they were having, and that she would, tell Sammie that she's feeling guilty about it, and Sammie would, try to tell her not to worry, that everything is fine. And there were times she also talked to him about using protection, and he was like that there's no need for that, that he trusts her, and that there's no need for them to use protection, that he just kept pushing the relationship and encouraging the relationship that they were having. So from what the lady said, it was a very deliberate act, which also makes me feel like it might not be the first time, it might not be the first time he's getting into this kind of relationship. And I feel like he actually came out to confess about this particular one because the lady had come out to expose him. Like, if this lady had not come out to expose him, then this whole thing would just die without anybody knowing about it. Because the lady said after letting him know that she was pregnant, that he started to threaten her, telling her to get rid of the pregnancy. Yes, that he was telling her to get rid of the pregnancy, and that he's highly connected, that if she's trying to disgrace him, that he is going to disgrace her, threatening her that she's a nobody, she's a fool, actually insulting her, that she should get rid of the pregnancy, that she's a matured lady, she's supposed to know what to do and all of that. She said that the relationship was a very conscious one, that the last time she and Sammie met was during a concert that came for in the US in Dallas. I'm going to be putting the flyer of the concert on the screen. This was the particular concert that Sammie was ministering, and he actually had to, like, during the concert, he would go to the hotel room and have this relationship with this lady and still come back to minister. And she actually even told us, she said during the interview, that the sweatshirt that she bought for Sammie as a gift, as a Christmas gift, I suppose, that he wore that sweatshirt during one of his ministrations. I'm going to also be putting the video of that ministration on you'll be seeing the video right now playing on your screen. The sweatshirt he was wearing was a gift that she bought for him and he wore. And she said there are several times that Sammie has also tagged her on Instagram. There were times when Sammie would be live on Instagram and she would join the live video and Sammie would give her a shout out. So, like, I'm saying all this just to clarify that he was very deliberate about what he was doing. It wasn't a mistake. It wasn't like a temptation. It's not like she seduced him, because sometimes when things like this happen, especially with a minister of God, people want to say, she's a strange woman, she seduced him and all of that. This wasn't the situation. Sammie was even the one that reached out to this lady, got into this relationship with her, was very deliberate about it. They were calling each other, chatting each other. They had this intimate relationship several times. He decided not to use protection. They had this relationship. Now she's pregnant and he doesn't want to take responsibility. And now it has become a full blown scandal, and now he's out to apologize to his wife and to everybody involved. I feel like this is not only a disgrace to his wife. I feel like it's also a disgrace to the ministers that he has a relationship with, especially this particular minister who invited him for this program. I feel like this is going to be a big blow on the ministry, knowing that while he was ministering, he was having a relationship with another lady in the hotel room where they lodged him. Like, that's really a big blow. That is really a big blow. So during our interview, she said she claims to be very knowledgeable about the law. That is why she wasn't intimidated by his threats when he talked about, telling her that she is highly connected, and that if she's trying to spoil his name, that he knows what to do or how to go about it, that she should get rid of the pregnancy, like threatening her or thereabouts. Then she's also went ahead to say that after trying to get his attention on the issue, and Sammie went ahead to block her on Instagram and on WhatsApp, and that the only way they could communicate was through the normal phone messaging app that they have on their phone. So, like, this is really a serious issue. What's irritating about it to me is not that he's a minister, okay? He's not the only minister into all this kind of things, okay? And that's why people who even though I have respect for gospel ministers, I do not have this too much of a high, unrealistic expectation of them. They are also human beings, and they are flesh just like you and me. So don't think that they are God, they are superhuman and all of that. But what is really irritating about this to me is that he's making it look like he's making a confession, like, he's regretting what he's doing. And to me, I feel like if she hadn't come out to expose you, you probably would have asked her to. If she was a timid person, like, she was scared and she had gone ahead to abort the pregnancy, yes, they won't have heard about it, and maybe you would have gone on into another relationship as well. So that aside, looking at the lady, herself, African doll, there's just this part of me that wants to think that this is a deliberate act, because from the way she sounds, she is very educated. She also claims to be knowledgeable about the law. Obviously, you know that Sammie is a married man. You can't tell me that you don't know that he's a married man, even if he didn't say it outrightly to you, but he's a famous person, so it could be very easy for you to figure out if he's married or not. So he's married, and also you might know that his wife doesn't have any child for him. So I sense something fishy there as well. Did you actually do this, to have a child for him before his wife? I'm not saying that's the final answer, but that, like, there's just a part in my mind that thinks that African doll might have done this to deliberately get pregnant for him, getting into intimate relationship with him without protection, and now you're pregnant and you are keeping it. It's not a bad thing that you want to keep it, but I also feel like you are also intentional about what you're doing. You're also intentional. You're a matured lady. If you didn't want to get pregnant for him, you know what to do. You know your safe period. You know how to protect yourself. You talk to him about it. She said that there were times where she told Sammie that she's feeling guilty about what they're doing, and Sammie would encourage her and tell her not to worry. And she said that there were also times when she talked to him about protection, and Sammie told her not to worry as well. So I feel like if you are not intentional about it, you would have insisted about, using protection. So you told him that you wanted to use protection, and he said there was no need for that, and you saw that as a green light and decided to, take advantage of the situation, and you got pregnant for him, and now you need him to take responsibility. Of course, he is supposed to take responsibility, but for me, I feel like this is infidelity on the part of Sammie Okposo as a gospel minister. You're unfaithful to your wife, you're unfaithful to God, you're unfaithful to the people that you minister to. And on the part of African doll, I see this as an intentional act to get pregnant for Sammie Okposo, knowing that his wife does not have any child for him. So yeah, this is Becky Culture TV. I share content that evolves around people, events, and places. If you like the video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Also share with your friends. If you have any opinion to share, share respectfully in the comment section below. You can disagree to agree with me. What I just gave is my opinion, and that's what it is. Thank you very much for watching the video. I'll see you in my next one.